I have a huge issue with a model I just received. Will that company help me? Let's find out. Hey everybody, welcome back to Matt's Models and More. My name is Matt and I'm glad you're joining me once again. Want to go over something that I'm sure all of us have had issues before in the past. Some little more normal than others, some drastic. The one I had was drastic. I blame about 90% on the company and 10% on me. And we're going to discuss who that company is, which by the thumbnail you probably have some sort of an idea, but Revell. Revell is a company that has been around for a long time. I was just doing some research on them. Did not realize how long they've been around. I think since the 40s. I'm going to do a quick video right here. It's about a minute long. Please hang in there and watch it. It's a brief history about Revell just from 86 until current. Take a look.
In 1986, Revell merged with its longtime competitor, Monogram, in a move that combined two legendary brands under one roof. The new Revell Monogram continued to release classic kits while innovating with new subjects. As the 2000s arrived, the modeling hobby faced more challenges. Ownership of Revell changed hands multiple times, and in 2018 the company filed for bankruptcy, but model enthusiasts weren't ready to say goodbye. A German investment group acquired Revell, ensuring that the iconic brand would live on. Today, Revell continues to produce a wide range of models, from classic World War II aircraft to modern supercars. Their dedication to detail and authenticity keeps them at the top of the industry, proving that even in the digital age, the joy of building something with your own hands will never go out of style.
So as we can see, Revell has been, evolving. Lots of different owners over the years, ups and downs, bankruptcy, but they're strong as a bull right now. They're doing well. And that's even with, modeling is definitely growing. It's becoming a bigger hobby, and I'm glad for that. And I can thank a lot of that for technology. Got another video coming up here pretty soon about technology. We're going to dive real deep into that. But staying on the subject, Revell was a company that I felt that if I had an issue, they would take care of it, just because of how big they are. And, recently their kits are actually, probably, you got Mobius, you got Revell, and then of course the Tamiya kits are, they're phenomenal. And I'm sure there's some other ones out there that I haven't done personally that y'all have done. If you've done some kits from other brands that are amazing, please put it in the comments, because I want to research those and maybe do some of those models. But I can tell you there's a few I don't like. MPC, I probably will not do another MPC model. I'm doing a Vega right now. Well, I'm not going to be able to pick it up. I've got it mocked up. And I'm so disappointed in that kit that I decided to do a curbside. And above that, I'm not even doing the interior. I'm going to tint the windows, no engine, and I am just going to make a shelf model only, just because that kit was so bad. I was just extremely disappointed. So, and then I looked in my other MPC, which is the Warlock. I've seen some beautiful builds from the Warlock, so maybe that's a hit or miss. I looked inside that one and it was the same way. Just details was not good. Lots and lots of flash. The shifter on my Vega was so bad that it was one-dimensional. It was literally, it was one-dimensional. Thank God I bought some, I'll mention him again, Matt from MCV Products. I bought his little kit of, I think, 17 shifters, different shifters he has, 3D. Thank God for that, because I could have used that if I wanted to. But yeah, that's how bad that kit is. Needless to say, let's get back to Revell. So, had an issue. Matter of fact, let's go to the desk cam so you can see better. Apologize for the weird angle. I'm doing that on purpose because of the way that this is. Now, the reason why I said 90% was the company's fault and 10% was my fault, was we all know as builders that you've got to do a mock-up every time. It's important to do a mock-up before you do any painting, before you do anything else. Just like I did this before I started even primed that, I did a mock-up, which it's still, as you can see, I'm even using tape to hold it in place. No engine. I scratch built a wing. So mock-up, extremely important. So what I didn't do with this car is I did not do a mock-up. So that's why I say it's partly my fault. This side looks perfect, right? Let's see here. Back looks right. Nothing wrong there. Everything's looking good. Notice something about that front fender? Yeah. Half of it's cut off. Well, not half of it, maybe a quarter of it, maybe even a tenth of it. But how stupid I am is I did not even notice that. And here's a good angle of that. Look at that. That whole piece right here is gone. I did not even notice it when I was going through everything. If it wasn't for the help of, because I did not do a mock-up, like I said, and I was just going through the motions. I painted it. I was excited. I put my decals on it. I was about to clear it. I was showing a work in progress picture. And somebody made a comment there. They said, well, what's wrong with the right fender? And I said, what do you mean? I completely missed it. So it's embarrassing. It really is. But you know what? We have wins and we have losses. My job as an influencer, if I'm going to do a show and I want to talk to people about this hobby, and we have a 14-year-old, 16-year-old that's get into the hobby, this is why it's important. Do your mock-up first, kids and adults, because I definitely missed it at 51 years old. So we all make mistakes. But yeah, I looked at it, and after he said that, and I about puked. I really about threw up because I had a ton of hours into the bodywork on this car. It's really heartbreaking when you go through that. Now, at that particular time, I said, what can I do to fix it? So I was like, well, I'll turn it into a wrecked vehicle. I'll just melt this a little bit, turn it into one of those wrecked race cars that, you know, a lot of people do. But I didn't want to do that. So I said, you know, this is a good opportunity. Now, keep in mind, this was back in December of 24 when I did this. So I said, I'm going to contact Revell. So I think I got a copy of the letter. If I do, I will impose it here. You can see their response or my email. But, you know, I sent them an email letting them know what happened. She responded back super nice. She said, look, if you have the receipt and, you know, proof of purchase where you got it from, we will help you. She didn't say exactly what, but she said, we will help you. Now at that time, I think I paid $32 for this kit because it's the ones that got the, you know, it's a level 5 and it's got the 3 or 4 different ways you can build it. It's the drag car. It's the, which most people know, it's that one. And the reason why I had this side up is because when I have it in file on my shelves, I needed to know what was what, so I wouldn't forget. But so I showed her proof. So I showed her proof that I bought it with the receipt, emailed it to her, and it took maybe a week. And she responded back. She said, thank you very much. We see the issue. It was a quality control concern, which of course it was. Somebody missed it on the line. And she said, we're sending you a new body, just the body, not the kit, which I was thankful for. I wasn't looking for a whole new kit. So here is the finished. I redid the same paint. I wanted that same color. Make some room here. So you can see, now this is the right side of the car, so you can see the way the fender is supposed to be. I mean, I cannot believe I did that. That's why I said 10% of it was my fault, because I did not do the mock-up properly. But I did my own graphics on this. I shaved the doors and the door handles. I wanted it to be an SCCR car, which is, you know, kind of like a Trans Am style. So I made my own numbers, made my own racing team, Hickey Racing Team. Can't forget that last name. Made some Red Bull stickers, the SCCR stickers. So that was a fun build. And I was very thankful that Revell stepped up and helped me, so much so that I took a picture of the vehicle and sent it to them, and they were amazed. They were excited that, you know, I wasn't lying to them or trying to scam them or anything like that. But needless to say, it's great to be working with a company like them that, you know, decided to help, to, you know, to do that, because they didn't have to. They're such a big company. This is before I started doing a YouTube channel. Oh, I even made a little, which looking back now, I used very thin wire here, and I should have used a thicker gauge rod instead of wire. But that was a fun build. Glad they helped. Amazing that they helped. And that's why I wanted everybody to know, because not every company would do that. So I have to show them off and give them praise, because that's just, it was pretty cool that they helped. But I hope you enjoyed the little bit of history there, that I borrowed that from a guy. I will link his description in the entire video. Please check out that whole video. It's actually pretty interesting. It's a lot longer than that clip. I did comment to him that I was going to use that clip and give him credit for it. So I hope you're watching this as well, sir, and I appreciate that. And let's go back to the main camera for a quick ending. So yeah, they helped. That's what matters. Revell's a good company, and I want to make sure everybody knows that. A lot of y'all already know that, a lot of you pros, but amazing of them to step up and help. Like I said earlier, I'm just a tiny little pea in their pond, and they did not have to help me at all. But for them to take the time, respond to my emails, I'm going to copy them in on this video as well, or send them a copy of it in email. But for them to take the time to respond and take the time to pack up and send me another body that I can fix, truly special. I mean, I don't know if people realize how expensive it is for, you know, modeling companies to make a model. They're super expensive. They range from right here, $100,000 to $400,000 per model. And that's, you know, technology based. That's getting the car set up, getting permission. You got copywriting. You got so much stuff to do. You got to pay the engineers to scale everything. Then you have packaging. You've got, I mean, it's amazing what it takes, and we wonder why they make certain cars and not others, not just Revell. We were talking a couple videos ago about a Gremlin, and I never understood why they made a Gremlin when there's still so many beautiful cars out there. Why would you invest that kind of money like they do into a car like that, and not a car that was a more desirable? But, and there's still a lot of cars out there that need to be done and should be done. And hopefully, you know, we have to keep supporting these model companies so that they will keep pushing that, and let them know. I mean, if they read my email and respond and send me a body back, you know what? They're going to listen to you. If there's a car out there that goes, look, you know, we're tired of seeing the same Chevelle and made in 17 different kits, made different ways with different graphics. We can change all that now. With today's technology, we don't need all that stuff. It's cool to have it, but I mean, we can do our own decals. We can do our own wheels. We can do our own bodies if we wanted to, the entire kit. So it's important to let them know that we appreciate them. It's important to know that we want to see other kits. Get more involved with those companies. Send them letters, send them emails, send them pictures of what you're building. It really makes them happy, and it's being read. At least I know Revell is. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Y'all are doing an amazing job. This channel is growing so fast. I'm proud that y'all are part of it. Y'all are actually the reason for it, and I enjoy doing this. And again, I have thick skin. Put in the comments if you want to see something different, or if you like the way things are going. I've had some people say, you know, this tool is not that good. You need to use that tool in some of my other videos. Nothing wrong with that, man. I love that. We're a family. Tell me what's going on. So again, thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Until the next time, keep on rolling.